Good evening. I wanted to come at one of the previous meetings, but to use a baseball analogy, I'm kind of batting zero coming before City Council. Most of the times I've come before this council around housing measures, the decisions have been very heartbreaking. And so I was very happy that this council, at least a majority, had approved Just Cause at the last meeting, and I hope you will continue doing that. I also shared my own story that if it wasn't for the moratorium, I wouldn't have been able to stay in the unit that I've lived for the last 12 years, and so I'm very grateful for that. I want to use the majority of the limited time that I have this evening, nobody's ceded any time to me, to speak and really call out some of this rhetoric that we're hearing about the will of the voter. Alameda has an amazing, fascinating legacy of racially coded rhetoric. In the past, the euphemism has been Oakland. Alameda and Oakland. Oakland as a proxy. Oakland as the euphemism for where those people live. It also has been, there's one quote, with rent control, Alameda, or actually with low-income housing, you'll have an East Alameda that looks like East Oakland. It's quoted in an old Alameda Journal article. And so that has continued for a long time. Leading up to the election, it was just quoted by a former city council member. All of the mailers, or many of the mailers rather, spoke about criminals. Don't support M1 or these criminals. You won't be able to get them off our island. And so this coded rhetoric is known by many political scientists as dog whistle politics because it's silent. A human like myself, although some of these folks may not think that I may be a human, however, a human may not be able to hear it, but it's very clear to the intended audience what the message is. So I just want to speak specifically now, laying that out as a framework and context perhaps about the respect the election, respect the will of the voter talk that's been put out here tonight, or the reference to the citizens and the taxpayers. First off, a couple factors we should consider is low voter registration, low voter turnout, undercounting, excuse me, I won't break anything up here. I'm not a criminal like some landlords might want to portray me, but also the low, the undercounting or undervoting as it's called on both L1 and M1. And in fact, to speak to the confusion of some voters, you can look at the correspondence in your agenda item. There's a landlord who spoke about the city, the taxpayers of Alameda have spoken, and they confused M1 and L1, saying the people voted for M1. So just to wrap up,
thank you.
There's one
Janet
precedent.
Gibson,
One
our next
precedent.
speaker.
Can I just share
No,
this one precedent? I'm going to share
I've
it.
made every speaker, we've had 17 speakers. Your time is up. Janet Gibson.
Thank you. So just
Thank you
look
for
at
honoring.
Proposition
Thank you.
14
No.
in
This is,
1964.
please turn off the mic. It's not appropriate.
In
We have been
1964.
having every speaker be respectful of the other speakers. Turn off his mic, please. We're taking a recess. We're taking a recess.
Wow.
Turn the mic off.
We turn off the mic for the black man. Wow.